Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. And the Sun Devils ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hoosiers offense will go on the attack first. And here comes Josh Hoover. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. Running inside. It's Richard. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Marsh.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying for football.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in, it's Becker. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna run it. It's Richard. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Did they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
The Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The run inside. It's Martin. There's some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. force them either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He'll keep it on second down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Sun Devils offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Here's Brown to begin the drive. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Bowling. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Running inside, it's Richard. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagons.
Everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hendy were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. I mean, anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. The lead is 6 in the 1st. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive.
Oh, he's got some space. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Bowling. It falls incomplete, and we'll change into the field to get things started back up. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. He'll throw on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Gonna look downfield again. It's complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Hand off for Brown. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Boley. Going long. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the defense was expecting that one, guys. You saw 2 defenders around the intended target to the perimeter of the field. Nice job anticipating where the quarterback was going.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Making side adjustments here. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's shot.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They feed him again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Caught in the backfield. It's Richard. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the Hoosiers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there. Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Throwing right with the catch. It's Miller. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 11 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Arizona State head coach has said they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys?
All right, Holly.
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. Everything's been hard so far through the air, and they can't get the passing game going. Something has to bust loose. They got to get something going to create some momentum and some kind of urgency in this offense.
Back to pass. It's Bowling. Gets it out quickly. Flying out to the left. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown ASU. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't know if they could have stopped.
And he made the extra point without problem. From inside the 15, here's the return. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's got it again. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. The Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. One more time, it's Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On target. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded. You were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Trying play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Right down the boulevard. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Richard. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That's caught. It's shot. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Running inside. It's Richard. What a job. and he'll lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quickly complete. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Well, he did a good job to get the foot down in bounds, but only picked up a yard and not enough for a first down.
Yeah, they need to work with more space, Reese. I mean, it's not worth throwing the football all that way to the boundary and just a toe tap and get 1 yard. You got to do a better job trying to get these playmakers the football closer to the middle of the field.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's shot. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. And the Hoosiers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Back open in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Hoosiers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick release by the QB. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Arizona State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's Anderson. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Sun Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. A give to Brown.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Now the play fake. Looking left. It's caught downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Sun Devils take the lead right back.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Coming out with it, it's Morris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey, guys, checking in from the Indiana sideline. I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give them a sack to play before. You got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the 3rd down very manageable.
Finds us back in the middle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Got his man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Timeout, Indiana. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get